Welcome to your daily focus for September the 1st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. So thank you. Thank you so much for all of the support, the loving, positive energy that you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it back to you. Truly. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Now, let's get to... Oh, we had a card fly out. Oh, beautiful card. I like it when these kind of cards fly out. The Nine of Coins, the abundance. The storm has passed. So take a deep breath and know that your vision of tomorrow, your perception of tomorrow, where you want to go, will become a lot clearer for you. Okay, the storm clouds are in the past, and you know, you almost have to imagine with this card standing in the middle of a flower garden after a heavy rain and smell the aromas that come drifting in, lifting you up, making you smile inside and out. And she holds a bird there, so our intuitive powers are especially strong as well. So let's put that one back in. Now we have Sun and Moon both in Virgo, new moon, and an eclipse, solar eclipse. So now I do talk a little bit about the eclipse in the September 2016 video. I covered the September energy, but this is probably the highlight. And if you watch it, I go into the energy of the 9th month of the 9th year. And it is happening on September the 1st at 9 degrees Virgo. So I talk a little bit about what the 9 means, what the 18 means, what the 27 means, and I actually left out the 27 card. So if you go 9 for the month, 9 for the year, and 9 for 9 degrees, you get 27. Or you could add a bunch of different ones. You could break it down to 18. So, but I did leave out the 27th card of the tarot, and I want to see if it comes up first. If it doesn't come up, then we'll talk about it, but or I'll just show it to you for the energy that it carries with it, because it's spectacular. So our actual cards are the Two of Swords, the Four of Coins, and the Four of Wands. So 2 4s there, huh? 4 plus 4 is 8, and 2 is 10, boiling down to the number 1 for September the 1st. Didn't come out. Danger. And it's a 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. Danger. What is dangerous? Well, that's not even our card. I'm going to leave it over like I did yesterday. By the Two of Swords. We'll talk about that one first. Well, we almost had it flip out again. 7, help and healing. And we'll put that at the end. So let's stop there. So we have danger. I think there is a great danger with the Two of Swords energy. Maybe it's that you don't want to look at something. You don't want to see something. You're in denial. Because this is the day to lift the veil. This is the day to be truthful with yourself. This is the day that you can have, well, healing come into your life. By facing something. By looking at it square in the eye. Now, it could be an ongoing issue, an ongoing problem. It could be a thought pattern that you have. It could be what you do or don't do. But we do. We try and put on the blinders. We hope that certain problems will just go away, that they'll vanish, that Issues will just resolve themselves. So, and where's the Libra for the balance that we need, okay? Because 2s are usually an imbalance. You can imagine taking a house, okay, taking a house and then setting it just on one pole. You know, for the slightest wind, you're going to be all over the place. That house is coming down. And if you do it on 2, it may have a little bit more stability, but still, a strong wind, that house is coming down. When you do 3, it has that much more than when you do 4. That's where the strength comes in. So 2s, even though they represent a balance, it's usually an imbalance. And an imbalance, in this case, I think, is choosing not to do a certain thing because you have blinders on about part of your life and what it means to you, or what it would mean to somebody else for you to move forward. I've heard several times over the last week that they want to go forward, but there's a family member or a lover or a good friend that may not approve. Then ask them. Then open up the conversation and see why they don't approve. Understand where they are coming from so that you can bridge that gap. And the purple veil, somebody said this once in a comment when this was up, and I just love it. It's like looking through the spiritual veil of what we need to do, of where we need to go, of what we need to accomplish. I think the true danger is looking the other way, hoping that it will go away on its own, hoping that things will get better, but doing nothing to instigate that action happening in your life. 4 of coins. You know, today I'm actually getting this glow of the money. And usually I see him as someone who is, you know, kind of like a trickster. Kind of, you know, ready to take all the money and run. Leave you penniless. Being fooled. Illusions. But I don't get that today. I kind of get that as feeling a sense of dreams coming true. Of feeling that glow, that happiness, that joy. Now, the 4s are about balance, and we already discussed how 4s can bring in a lot of balance. What else do we have? The 4 of Wands with it. And that's your security, your well-being. And it's only 4 wands in the ground, yes. But look at how they are divinely connected. That same light is there, isn't it? Now, the water represents the flow of your thoughts, of your emotion. So don't stifle down any kind of emotion. Maybe you want to do it in a controlled way, like you just don't want to get angry at somebody, or you just don't want to laugh out loud for absolutely no reason in public, because they have little rooms for you when you do things like that. But you want to experience your emotions. You want to understand what truly makes you happy, what truly weighs you down. When you think of a certain part of your life, does it, you know, are you all giggles and happiness and smiles across your face, or are you tensing up? Are you stressing out? Is your breath shortening? So how do you feel when you are looking, when you are perceiving certain parts of your path? And please don't look behind you today, because it's a new moon. So we are planting the seeds. So we are looking at where we want to feel that light, that wealth, that warmth, that glow, that security, that well-being. So we need to envision it today. We need to see and maybe have a self-expression even just to ourselves of what it would look like to step into that energy, that light. And understand where the security may be in going forward. And in your thoughts. I mean, really it's security. It's looking at what can bring in new opportunities, new ways of doing things. And then understanding how the security will be melted in there. But know that you're protected. 7, help and healing. Heal. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Don't keep an anger or a grudge within you if you can possibly help it. If you did something wrong, if you made what you feel is a wrong move, although that's almost impossible to do, but if you feel you made a wrong move, and that's why you are where you are today, and that's why it's so hard to move forward, forgive yourself. Allow yourself to heal. I mean, we don't need enemies. We can beat ourselves up so easily on our own. We can totally crush ourselves with negative thoughts, with negative ways of thinking. You know, and a negative way of thinking, I mean, really, you could think, when I get that job, I'll find happiness. And what you just said to yourself was, I must not be happy now because I don't have that job. And in order to find happiness, I'm going to have that job. And we set up ourselves for feeling miserable about our now. Because our subconscious heard it. I enjoy the happiness of now as I set upon the path to get that new job. I will enjoy the adventure of going forward to get that job. But not you'll be happy at the goal, because that is a negative thought. And help. Ask for help. Ask for people to surround you. See what our angels have to say. Oh, I didn't even share this card with you. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is the 27th card of the tarot deck. It's the Hand of God, and I looked for a Rider-Waite deck, and I don't know, my daughter comes over, and she comes over with friends, and so I give them my decks because I think decks are more powerful when they come as a gift rather than purchasing your own, but that's only my thoughts, so I do it. So I must have given them all away. So this is the one deck that I found that still has, you know, the pristine image in some sense of the cloud with the hand of God offering you the wand of the new adventures, the new dreams, the new adventures, travels, learning experiences, relationships. So that's the symbol of today. The hand of God handing it to you. What do you want? But why do you want it? And I kind of go into that a lot in the September video. But I did want to share that with you. Now, let's get our angels going here. So, a strong new moon, solar eclipse, and now, and I don't think, you know, like, wait for the eclipse season to really be over with before you make any real decisions, because we plant the new seeds, but also new information can come in, new understanding can come in, new wisdom can come in. So with the Mercury retrograde, I wouldn't, you know, advise, even though it's a new moon, to start something brand new, to jump into something without a lot of thought, and hopefully thought before Mercury went retrograde, so it's a carry on. We still do actions, we still move forward when it's a Mercury retrograde, but we don't want to go into big adventures, new adventures. There's still work to be done, though. And so 9s are all about endings and completion. So this is the time that we want to get rid of the clutter in our life. Absolutely. We have perspective, 12. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. And I think I was starting to touch upon that with maybe a friend doesn't want you to go forward, or they wouldn't like what you were doing, or they wouldn't approve in some way. Don't assume. You may need to have that conversation. You should be able to have that conversation if you are close to them. So, yeah, I knew this one girl and her parents were super religious. And so she got married, and it was definitely a wrong decision. So she stayed in the marriage over 12 years, even though from within the first year, it was already going south on her. And she stayed in it because her parents were super religious, and so you got married for life, and you made it work. There was no such thing as divorce. And so she tried every way she possibly could to make this marriage work, and if it's one-sided, it's never going to work. So finally, she thought, well, my parents are going to disown me, but I just can't stay in this relationship any longer. And the first thing her mother said to her is, why didn't you do it sooner? I couldn't believe you stayed in that relationship as long as you had. If she would have just had the conversation with her parents, that may have come out and saved her years and years of frustration and not feeling loved or respected. So have the conversation. Dare to be different. Dare to be different. Dare to stand out in your own independence, in your own unique path. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. And I really do think that this is a time to really grow the dream again. Really understand why we want to do it, where we want to go. What does it look like? Who does it help? Does it have love and compassion attached to it? 16, change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. They're strong today, aren't they? A sudden revelation that offers freedom. So the aha moment. How do you get that revelation? Well, it might just come to you as you're pouring yourself a glass of water, or you may want to meditate, you may want to pray, you may want to be alone with your thoughts. Get out in nature, go for a quiet walk, ground yourself, and see what comes to you. And then believe it when it comes to you. Don't edit it. Don't say, well, I can't do that. I don't have this resource. I don't have these people. Don't worry. It'll be given to you on your path if you decide to go forward. You just need to do the action. You just need to walk the walk. And have a belief that it's coming in. Strong, 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 strong cards. Wow. 20, new beginnings. Starting a new life. Finding your purpose. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Please forgive yourself. Let go of where you think you dropped the ball, where you don't think you were good enough. Oh well, it's in the past. Let's move on. Let's see our future. Let's see the brightness of our path. Let's see what we can step into. The new beginnings. Starting a new life. Chapter 1. Finding your purpose. And you're not going to find your purpose hoping that it will come to you. It's by going out and exploring and trying new things and different things. And opening up your horizon, taking off the blinders. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Yes, please forgive yourself. It's so important right now. We have the help in healing. The 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. I mean, these cards can't get better than this. Can they? Love and blessings fill your life. Allow the love in. Allow yourself to feel love, give love, show compassion, show empathy. Harmonious relationships with family members. Wow. They're all major. The High Priestess. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. So yes, it is a day to meditate. It is a day to pray. It is a day to have that conversation with yourself, your thoughts, to find your purpose going forward, but to be at peace, to forgive yourself, and to receive that valuable information. What else was the valuable information? Finding your purpose, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. So I'm just going to fold these up so you can just see the strength of what today has. And yes, today's energy is not just for today. It will go for the next 6 months. So things that you may be dreaming into possibilities right now and understanding what is needed in your life. Maybe it's getting rid of the clutter in your life. Maybe it is completions and endings in order to move forward, because we are leaving that energy right now, but we're still kind of in it because it is a double 9, which is 18, by the way, if you're wondering. So it's all strong cards. Look at the purple cards. Those are the strong cards. Those are the ones that are saying this is happening. The minor cards, we have a little bit of choice. So when those kind of cards come out, get ready to celebrate a new path forward, a new adventure, a new life, a new sense of purpose, a new realization of a dream. Let's see what our animals have to say. Cards are strong today. It's the Bear awakening. Uncertainty, openness, awakening, negativity, and hibernation. When we fall asleep, we withdraw our awareness from its hypnotic fascination with physical sensation, thereby enabling us to listen with our now awakened sixth sense. So pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping. Bear reminds you that you have been hibernating and hiding from your passions and your own true self for far too long. Now is the time to open your mind, heart, and soul and see with all your senses, but most importantly, with your sixth sense. Spend some time each morning journaling and listening to your heart. Release the fears and only hear the love and what you want out of that love. The fears only prevent you from crawling out of the cave. The fears only prevent you from crawling out of the cave, and they cause you to be grumpy and negative. Bear says that it's your time of awakening. Maybe you have always wanted to write a book, or pick up an instrument, learn how to knit. Maybe you have been afraid to sign up for a class because you have been caught within the web of fear for so long that you forgot how good it felt to stretch and feel the love that is around you, and the love that you create from within. No matter what speaks to your soul, release the fear and allow Bear to stand beside you, to assist you with your awakening. Don't allow your limited view bring about the fear, because you are on the verge of something great, and you are on the verge of something great. So please do not let fear hold you back from moving forward in the way you truly want. Once you awaken from that sleep, you will feel refreshed and ready to take on the world. Oh, Bear may be telling you that you need a good sound sleep, one that is undisturbed and restful, so that when you awaken from that sleep, you will be refreshed and ready to take on the world. Bears are resourceful before, during, and after their hibernation. Bear wants to teach you, too, to be resourceful with your life. Are you purchasing too much food at the store that is going unused? Or could it be that your closet is filled with clothes that you haven't worn in years? Bear says it's time to simplify. Yes, declutter. Any more for Bear? No, Bear is done. Okay, so just about everything we talked about, right? We need to declutter our lives. We need to stop hibernating. We need to stop hiding from our passions and our own true self. Now is the time to open your mind, heart, and soul to see with all your senses, and especially your sixth sense. So meditation, prayer. Spend time each morning journaling and listening to your heart. Release the fears and only hear the love. Release the fears. And then, ask, why are you fearful? What's the worst that can happen? What's the best that can happen? So it's a strong message that we have new beginnings, new pathways, new strength, new empowerment. So embrace the new moon. Celebrate the new moon. Get ready to plant those seeds for a prosperous path forward. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.